Alright, so today guys, April, oh boy, I think it's the 5th. No, today's April the 8th, sorry. April the 8th. Today I'm going to do one on smoked salmon. As you can see, I've got some ribs here. I'm also going to do a dry smoked rib. But we'll do the salmon first. I've got some fresh, well, year-old in the freezer salmon. This was caught locally. I've also got some down here. I've cut them into smaller chunks. Now everybody, like I said before, you don't make a brine. You do not want a brine. You want to take the water out of the salmon. Let's see if everybody can see this. On the top is 2 cups of kosher salt or pickling salt, and the rest underneath, brown sugar, demerrera dark, lots of molasses. All I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the salt in with the brown sugar. That's all it is. This will be incredible. Now I'm going to finish mixing this up really good, and then I'm going to pack it onto the salmon, skin down. And if the salmon is really big, and you do it in layers, notice how I'm using glass. Only use glass containers. Do not use metal. Do not use anything else but glass. Many reasons for that. So all I'm doing is just mixing up the sugar and the pickling salt or coarse salt used for pickling. Kosher is fine. You do not want to use table salt, period. Alright, so now I've mixed it up. What I'm going to do now, I've washed my hands, yes. I'm just going to take it, and I am going to put this all over, and I'm going to pack it on top, really heavy. See? Really heavy. You'll be amazed. I'm going to show you guys when I'm done this how dry it looks now. Tomorrow, when I take this out, it's going to look like a swimming pool because the salt and the sugar are taking out all the moisture. You see, I've packed it in there. Don't be afraid of packing it in. Now we have salt and sugar in this one. See? Nice and thick, nice layer. See how dry that is now? Tomorrow, it's going to look like a swimming pool. Same with this one. This one is layered because the pieces are a little bit bigger. So, I'm just going to go ahead, put some down, pack it on. Salt and demerara brown sugar. Put this one on top, same idea, lots. You want to pack this in really, really good. Make sure it's all over and covered. This will make the most phenomenal smoked salmon you've ever had. Same thing, another piece on top. Maybe I'll crisscross this one a little bit. See? 4 cups of demerara and 2 cups of salt. Perfect for 2 salmon. And do the same thing. I'm just going to pack it right on top. Just let it sit right on top. A little bit on the edges if you want. But this, you believe me, tomorrow it's going to be full of water. And that's what you want to do. You want to take all the water out of your salmon. You do not want a so-called brine. You don't brine anything with water or whatever, moisture. Your whole idea is to take all the moisture out of the salmon and infuse it with the sugar. Both together, this salmon will last in your freezer indefinitely. Or, as the natives would do, the First Nations, dig it, put it in the ground on permafrost. So I just coat this thing really good. I mean, that's pretty good. That's 4 cups of demerara brown sugar and 2 cups of pickling salt. Now that did me for 2 salmon. There we go. So, I'm just going to quickly rinse my hands off and show everybody what I've got now. And then I'll show everybody tomorrow what it looks like. So, turn the light on. It's a little messy over there. Okay, so, as you can see, you see how nice and dry that is? No moisture in there. I'm just going to leave it just like that all night in my cold room, covered. Same thing with this. You see how that looks? It looks like a cake. It's all dry. Wait until tomorrow, okay? And that'll look like a swimming pool. And then we're going to take it out from this. We're going to rinse it off in cold water briefly. We'll pat dry it with paper towel, and then let it sit in my cold room for approximately 2 hours or 3 hours to create a skin. And at that same time, I'll be outside starting up my my bar fridge smoker, and then I'll take some video tomorrow. So here you go, the beginnings of smoked salmon, the best way, the best recipe, the easiest way to do it, and guaranteed to have the best smoked salmon. Well, next to the First Nations, of course, but this is very, very good and very, very easy. You can put little spices and, you know, things like that, but you don't want to add a ton of water, moisture, anything. Add your own fresh spices, your own ground herbs, you know, anything like that, that's fine. But the idea is to take the moisture out of the salmon and reinfuse it with the salt and especially the brown sugar, which creates antibacterial properties, and it lasts forever. So we'll do another video tomorrow morning. Thank you.